Good morning, children. So let us start our today's class. So the next section in the chapter, files, folders and accessories, is renaming files and folders. So we studied about how to create a file and a folder and how to delete a file and folder. So now let us see how to rename files and folders. So you can rename file and folders of icons directly in Windows 7 by typing over or editing the existing file or folder name. So, to rename a file or folder, we have to follow the following steps. So, first one, click the file or folder that you want to rename. So, on the desktop or on any specific location, click on the particular file or folder that you want to rename. Then click the organize button. That is right click on the particular folder or double click on the particular folder, then the organize button will appear. Right click on the particular folder, then a list will appear, and from that you have to select the rename option. This highlights the particular file name where you can edit. So this type the new name that you want to give the folder. So the new name can be up to 255 characters, or edit the existing name. You can use the delete key to remove characters and the right or left key to move the cursor without deleting the character. So when you finish editing the file or folder name, press the enter key to complete the renaming procedure. So when the file or folder name is selected for editing, typing anything entirely replaces the current name. So if you want to edit the file or folder name rather than replace it, you want to click the insertion point at the place in the name that needs editing before you begin typing. That is, click on this is the box where you want to edit, then click on the place where you want to make change. Also, you should never change the extension. That is, if it is a Word file, its extension should be .doc. Likewise, don't change the file extension. Just rename the name of the file. Also, there is a shortcut, that is, you can select the file and press F2 key, function key F2 on the computer keyboard. This highlights the file name and reads it for editing, readies it for editing. Then next one is searching for files. We can search for a particular file or folder in our computer. The search feature provides you with an extremely efficient way to locate any program, folder or file on your computer system. A search text box in the upper right corner of all the major Explorer windows. So search always appears on the upper right corner of the window where you can give the keyword to be searched. A search text box appears in the upper right corner of all the major Explorer windows. So computer or documents or network, control panel, pictures, music and like. So you can find a similar search text box at the bottom of the Windows 7 start menu also. In the start menu, which is on the Windows 7 bottom of the desktop, you can see a start menu. There below that also there is a search menu. This feature automatically searches for matches in the names of programs, drives, folders, files, and so forth on the computer, and even in the text contained in document files. Then we can change the display of an Explorer window. So our window can be changed. So you can control how the information returned to any Explorer window is displayed through the use of the layout item found on the organize buttons drop down menu in combination with pop-up slider attached to change your view. Pop-up button on the Windows toolbar. There is a change your view, and in that there is a pop-up button. In that it will have an option to change the display of the Windows Explorer. So you can change the view of the Windows Explorer, that is layout item in the organize buttons drop down menu contains the following submenus. So you can change the display based on menu bar. So menu bar turns on and off the display of the menus files through help. So the menu bar option will turn on and off the displays of the menus file through help. So menus what to be displayed on the for the file will be set on and off. Which all menus are to be displayed or which all should not be displayed can be turned on and off with the help of menu bar option. Then details pane option. It turns on and off the display of the details pane along the bottom of the window. The details pane gives you information about the currently selected item in the window and often enables you to add searchable information through the use of edit links. So if we want the details pane, we can turn off the details pane. Next, preview pane. It also turns on and off the display of preview pane on the right side of the window. The preview pane displays a live view of whatever folder or file is currently selected in the window. So if we want to display the preview pane, then we have to select the particular option. Now, navigation pane turns on and off the display of the navigation pane on the left side of the window. You can use the navigation pane to open new folders on your computer system. So from the menu bar, we can turn on and off all the details pane or preview pane, navigation window or library pane. The pop-up slider attached to change your view drop down button contains the following view options. You can also toggle through large icons, list, details and tile options in succession by repeatedly clicking the views button. So we can change the icons as extra large icons or large icons or small icons or medium icons. Then we can view the contents in the form of list, that is displays icons followed by the folder names and file names in a single column list. So list will make the icons in the form of a list. Then details. If we click on details, if we select details, then it will display information about the folders and files in the window. You can widen and narrow these columns as needed by dragging the border of their labels to left and right. Then tiles, like this way, displays the folders and files in the window as icons with text giving their names and file sizes arranged in one or two vertical columns. So it will be in the form of tiles. Then next is content, displays the information about the folder and files in a 2-column format. So next is a software which is present in our computer system, that is a notepad. So let us see what is a notepad. So you can use the notepad accessory by going to the option start. From the start option, a menu will appear. From that you have to select all programs. Then from the all programs, select accessories. And from the accessories you have to select notepad, or directly you can go to the search window and type notepad there. Then the notepad will appear. So the notepad window will look like this. In a notepad, the file menu provides you the following commands, which are essential for editing text files. So you can see the menu, that is the file menu, then edit, then format, then view and help. So in the file menu, the options are, first one, new. New is to start a new text file. Then open. Open is to open an existing text file for editing. That is, we have already created a text file and we want to open it, then the open option. Then save and save as. Save and save as are to save changes to the text file you are editing. Then page setup, that is to modify the page settings for printing the text file you are editing, including the paper size, source, orientation, margins and header and footer. Then print, to print a hard copy of the text file you are editing. Okay children, thank you. Today's class is over.